Renee, I'm right across the street from where this fire broke out. And if you look right here at this garage door, you can tell that it's been severely damaged by this gunfire that happened here. Let me show you just how the thieves got into this store. They got in through this side door right over here, and the thieves actually used a rock to smash through the glass. And as you can see, the store has since replaced this door right here, but the owner says the combined value of the stolen goods plus the damage to the building is over $7,000. Today, the Lane County Public Health announced that the latest case is a woman in her 50s from the Eugene Springfield area. She's now recovering at home, and they say they've been able to trace how she got the virus back to a known cluster in another county. As you can see, the soccer field is already done here, and crews are working hard to finish the field house for Civic Park. Grand opening is June 6th, but soccer teams will be kicking off well before then. Here at the Rays in Oak Ridge, many food items like meat and dairy products have already gone bad because of this power outage, but the store is still open. But right now, they're only accepting cash. Former Myrtle Creek police officer Alexander Salterio is 33 years old, but court documents allege that he posed as a teenage boy on Facebook and exchanged nude photos with underage girls. But police and home security experts tell me that not all these video doorbells are created equally. You really need to do your research before you buy one. Yeah, that's right, Matt, Renee. I'm on 6th Avenue right now on Live Mobile 9. Photographer Tim is driving. Let me just show you what we're looking at. We're near the University of Oregon on 6th Avenue, headed towards downtown here. And these conditions are pretty rough right now. You can see just all that snow falling down. We were going to do this live shot from the South Hills of Eugene, but because of the snow coming down, we decided it'd be best to stay down here in the valley, not in those hills where it could be even more potentially dangerous driving around. But I gotta tell you, when I was up there, I learned from firsthand experience just how easy it is to get stuck while driving in some of these neighborhoods up there in the South Hills. Some of those neighborhoods have over a foot of snow.
You know, it would be nice if the city could plow all the roads. I know they have to take care of the main arterials, but for us, it's always like this.
Residents in Eugene's South Hills are digging out. Snow covers many neighborhoods, 16 inches deep, according to one man.
Woke up and we were completely surprised. We saw a little bit when we went to bed at night, but when we got up in the morning, we were just like, oh my gosh.
While City View Street has been plowed, many residents don't even plan to leave their homes until their streets get better. eWeb says many places in the South Hills saw significant tree damage. And as we found out, it's easy to slide and get stuck while driving.
The snow up here on West 28th Avenue is thick and deep. In fact, we even got stuck, and I'm trying to dig ourselves out right now. And this snow here even feels easier to push around with a snow shovel here than it is downtown, but there's still a lot of it. And this street right here is just covered in it.
People on West 28th Avenue say they have plenty of food and water, and unlike other areas in the South Hills, they still have power.
I feel sorry for people without electricity, though. That's rough when it's 30 degrees and so it's cold.
They also appreciate that steep City View Street is safe to drive for now, but are worried about what more snow could mean.
Getting out and then getting down, I could probably do it, but it's getting back up. Even with four-wheel drive, that would be difficult.
Now we are still on 6th Street here, just passing Oak Street, going on to Willamette right now, and there's actually not a lot of traffic out right now, which is really nice to see. I mean, we've been saying this over again and again. If you don't drive, don't stay home. These roads are really slick right now. It is starting to stick to the ground here on 6th Avenue, and so again, stay home if you can here. And I really want to give a big shout out to the Steele family, Jim and Lynn. They really helped me and photographer Tim get our news Jeeps unstuck from that snow up there, so big thanks to them. Reporting live in Eugene, I'm Michael Sevren, KEZI 9 News.
All right, a follow-up tonight on a story we have been tracking for months about Special Olympics Oregon. Supporters in Cottage Grove say they have reached a financial agreement with the statewide organization after about $50,000 disappeared from their account. And KEZI 9 News reporter Michael Sevren is live tonight in the studio to tell us what he's learned about this agreement. Michael?
Yeah, that's right, Renee. And the CEO of Special Olympics Oregon tells me the details on this agreement are confidential, but both parties tell me they are pleased with the outcome.
Hopefully we'll see some money coming in real soon.
Carmen Dowell, a volunteer with Special Olympics Cottage Grove, tells me she believes this was the best possible outcome after she says $50,000 went missing from the Cottage Grove account this past summer. In a statement, leaders with Special Olympics Oregon say they were able to move forward together and resolve the issues surrounding the gift. Dowell says Special Olympics Cottage Grove will be reimbursed for the missing funds, but she declined to say how much.
It will have to be, paid back in some years, obviously because of their current financial situation. But we strongly believe that they're going to hold up to their word, and they're working hard to raise some monies on their end, and hopefully it will be a positive outcome for everybody.
In August, athletes and volunteers protested in Cottage Grove, demanding answers as conflicting financial statements from Special Olympics Oregon raised questions. Documents show the money was gifted to Special Olympics Cottage Grove in 2011 after Michelle Portman, a local educator, passed away after being hit by a car. Local volunteers believe the money would last them generations. Michelle's sister says they can now rest easy.
Michelle would have been livid if she had ever experienced what these poor folks in Cottage Grove had to go through to get that money back. But I know she's happy that the money eventually is going to her athletes down there. We're all going to rest easier.
While Dowell says they still need to finalize the agreement, she says going forward, Special Olympics Oregon will allow local branches like hers to have more control over their finances.
I think it was very poorly mismanaged, and so that's why I'm really happy they have new people in place that are guaranteed not to let this happen again.
Dowell says they've been able to put on bowling this fall by getting donations from their local Kiwanis and Lions Club. She says they plan to name their basketball tournament after Michelle Portman. Meanwhile, Special Olympics Oregon has announced they are relocating into a donated office space. They say it will allow them to be more cost efficient. Live in studio, I'm Michael Sevren, KEZI 9 News. Well, that's right, Roland. Falconers take great care of their birds, but they're wild animals, not pets. I had the opportunity to see these hunters and their birds firsthand and learn more about this unique sport.
Beautiful.
Outside of Arco, a rare breed of hunters gets ready to take flight. Falconers use birds of prey to hunt game birds, waterfowl, rabbits, and more. Hey! For practice, Stephen Buffett releases a pigeon into the air and calls his hawk Helga a Gyr Prairie Falcon hybrid. Watch and listen as Helga sweeps down at 80 miles an hour on the prey.
It's like bird watching on a more intimate level. Watching the bird flying, seeing what it can actually do when it is reaching its full potential. Twisting and turning all through the sky is just amazing.
But if you think Helga is Stephen's pet, you would be wrong. She's a wild animal and she can fly away anytime she wants. But a bond built on passion and patience keeps them together.
Their training is based on food and positive reinforcement. And unlike a cat or a dog, they won't respond to negative reinforcement.
At the Idaho Falconers Association biannual meet, over 20 falconers from Idaho and beyond take to the skies, but also share their love of the sport and the birds. Many of them using birds that were once on the brink of extinction, including the fastest bird in the world, the peregrine falcon. Falconry has deep roots to conservation. To this day, falconers are still working to protect not only the birds, but the lands they use to hunt.
I don't know how many times we go out into a field where we're hunting and spend half the time where we're out there picking up garbage.
While falconry has been around for at least 4,000 years, modern-day technology has spread its wings into the sport. Using drones with bait on a parachute is another way falconers train their birds to fly higher. Using radio frequencies and GPS helps falconers keep an eye on their birds, but even still, some manage to fly off.
It's all trial or error, and a lot of people lose birds. I've lost birds. Unfortunately, it's a part of the sport.
In order to become a falconer, you not only need to pass rigorous inspections and a written test administered by Fish and Game, but also have a seasoned falconer watch over you for the first 2 years. Being a falconer is a 24/7, 365 commitment.
It's not a sport for somebody who wants to dally in it. You got to be all in. It's not like golf or fishing where you put away your golf clubs or your fishing pole. As long as you have the bird, you're involved with it every single day.
And the Peregrine Funds, whose mission is to protect birds of prey and their habitat, was started by falconers. You can have an up-close look at falconry by visiting the Peregrine Funds World Center for Birds of Prey in Boise. Live in studio, I'm Michael Sevren, Fox 9 Now.